Hi, T. Carlson here, and Vinegar Syndrome is quickly becoming one of my favorite boutique labels for 4K discs, and I'm happy to say that they're at it again, having given us another great limited edition package of a classic film. I'm talking about the film Roadhouse from 1989, starring the late, great Patrick Swayze. Something of a cult classic. I'm going to unbox this release, share my opinions, and let you know if I recommend this release. Now, this is a limited edition release. They actually did restock it briefly, and I was able to pick up a disc on their site for about $50 or so. They are putting out a standard disc without all the swag and special packaging. I don't know if that's going to be an unlimited release or not, so it should be more accessible here on the future in 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. Here's our cover art. That looks very nice. A lot of characters from the film there. Here's our spine text. Other side. Here's the back cover. Got another nice piece of artwork there. Top is blank. Bottom's just got a little bit of legalese down there. And this is a magnetic package. It does have this ribbon to help you open it. And then like inside here you got an image of the front of the bar with Dalton there. And I'll pull everything out. Underneath everything in the package, there's an ad for the Double Deuce Saloon there. There's also this card here. This is just like an ad for Vinegar Syndrome that you can scan with your phone. There is a pretty sizable booklet in here. Caption on the back reads as follows: Dalton's the best bouncer in the business. His nights are filled with fast action, hot music, and beautiful women. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. And I'll go through and show off a few pages of the book. I'm not going to show off every single page, but there's some cool essays and photos in here. And then we got our credits in the back there. The disc itself is in a slip cover. The back has the same quote that's on the back of the book there. We'll pop this off. Right here we got pretty much the same artwork that's on the cover of the outer case. And there is reversible art here, so I'm going to flip that around and let you guys see that as well. Here's the reversed artwork. And then the back is pretty much the same. I'll read the description of the film as follows from the package. James Dalton is a tough-as-nails cooler with a reputation for using any and all force necessary to keep the peace. Meanwhile, Frank Tillman, a country businessman, is having trouble taking control over the violent patrons and crooked staff at his newly acquired club, the Double Deuce. Upon learning of Dalton's take-no-prisoners attitude towards security, he makes a proposal too good for Dalton to refuse, summoning him from the Big Apple to Jasper, Missouri, and handing him the reins to the bar on the promise that he will clean the place up. But no sooner than his first days in charge does he wind up stabbed and in the hospital. With the knowledge that he's up against a gang of thugs who play even dirtier than he does, Dalton throws caution to the wind and prepares for a fight that will inevitably send someone 6 feet under. Patrick Swayze, Sam Elliott, and Ben Gazzara headline an all-star cast and director Rowdy Herrington's cult classic Roadhouse. Packed with non-stop action, highly quotable dialogue, and Swayze's legendary workout scene, Vinegar Syndrome Ultra is proud to give this ass-kicking classic the kick-ass special edition it deserves, newly restored in 4K from its 35mm camera negative, specifically for this release, and bursting with newly produced and archival extras. Roadhouse is one of those movies it seems like people either love or hate. A lot of people reject it as this, poorly made, campy B movie, whereas some people actually see the good in the movie. It's actually got a lot of great action sequences, set pieces, and plenty to enjoy. I personally look at this as sort of like a good B movie. It's very violent in places, but Patrick Swayze's character is certainly likable and fun to follow. I mean, co-stars in the movie include the likes of Sam Elliott, who plays the older cooler that was his mentor, who comes to town later in the film. And there's even a minor part from Red West, who at one point was Elvis Presley's bodyguard, playing a character named Red Webster, who runs an auto parts dealer of whom Dalton becomes a customer. The film features a plot that revolves around a tyrannical businessman who pretty much owns and runs the town his way, much to the dismay of the townspeople and business owners who he regularly extorts money from. It's pretty much a cliched plot that's used in westerns regularly, transcribed into modern times. The plot's as old as cinema, if not older, but there's a reason we keep coming back to this story, and it's because it's relatable. We have that stranger that comes into town and encourages people to do what's necessary to make and keep the peace. And it's a fantastic film for what it is. I'm not going to say that this is art house cinema or Oscar material, but it's a lot of fun for what it is, and I'm glad that I finally got to see the movie, and Vinegar Syndrome has put together a fine package. Vinegar Syndrome's 4K of Roadhouse looks absolutely spectacular. This isn't the kind of movie you'd expect to look beautiful in 4K, but it does. The transfer here is incredible, and I have to say I'm surprised how good this movie looks when you have a lot of much larger budget titles that come out even on 4K not looking their best. I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and I'll certainly be buying more discs from Vinegar Syndrome. The only other one I have by them to this day is their Death Wish 2 disc, which I did a review for. In addition to the 4K, you also get the film on Blu-ray as well as a bonus Blu-ray. And these are packed with bonus features, including a lot of interviews and the like. And any fan of the movie is really going to be busy with all the extra stuff that's here. I've only scratched the surface when it comes to this stuff, and I've got a lot more to go through. But being a fan of the film after having seen this disc, I'll certainly be taking the time to do that. Are you a fan of Roadhouse? Have you picked up this disc from Vinegar Syndrome yet? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And be sure to give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. See you next time.